Well, hello, SNHU 107 students, and welcome to your very last week of SNU 107 and your very last webinar for this term. As always, your experience here at Southern New Hampshire University is so important to us. It's our policy and practice to create an inclusive and accessible learning environment. If there are aspects of instruction or course design that present barriers to accessibility, please notify the Online Accessibility Center, the OAC, as soon as possible at 866-305-9430. You can also email them at oac@snhu.edu or visit the Online Accessibility Center website. Couple of webinar reminders. You guys know the drill by now. These webinars are always in academic space, so always be mindful of your conduct. These webinars here in the learning community are completely optional. They're ungraded. They do not offer extra credit, but hopefully they have helped you gain valuable knowledge and kept you motivated and showed you how to do things from week to week here in your SNU 107 course. And hopefully they've made you smile and have a little bit of fun. So y'all, before I dive into the topics for week 8, module 8, I have to say congratulations, high fives, woohoo, y'all. I'm so proud of you for making it to this last week of your term. So now your job is to make sure you got all your assignments in and you finish the term strong. This week for week 8, module 8, you only have a discussion assignment. So when we have those discussion assignments, as always, that initial post is still due by Thursday or before as convenient for your schedule. And don't forget that peer feedback, which is responding to at least 2 of your classmates by Sunday or before as convenient for your schedule. Also, if you've fallen behind this term, you're missing any assignments, this is your last chance, your last opportunity to reach out, connect with your faculty member, your SNU 107 instructor. Ask them if you can still turn some of this work in. They might say no, but I'm telling you that some points are better than no points, and make sure you pay attention to due dates and deadlines because the term does end this Sunday, and after that point, no assignments can be submitted. So, like I said, you do have a week 8 discussion post. It's your last assignment for your term. This week here in SNU 107, you're answering a couple of questions. One, what have you learned this term about the value of time management and goal setting and why these behaviors are important for your future success? Question 2, discuss a future course or a situation in which you could use the skills, resources, and motivational factors that you've learned from this course to be successful. And then option 3 is optional, but if you struggled but got yourself back on track, feel free to share how you overcame any of those challenges. So as always, initial discussion post is due by Thursday or before, and then respond to at least 2 of your classmates by Sunday or before. Now, I wanted to wrap up this week 2 with kind of just giving you some takeaways to go, some lessons learned, the things that students have shared with me, things that we see as faculty, just to kind of make sure that you continue to build upon this solid foundation that you have started here in SNU 107 as you navigate yourself into your future classes. And one of those first things is to never miss a Monday. Y'all, we know that life can happen. Life likes to life when we least expect it, right? So never miss a Monday. And what I mean by this is that every week is a new opportunity. If your wheels fell off your bus the week before, it's a new opportunity to get yourself set, build yourself a routine, reach out to your faculty or your instructor, connect with resources to go after your best week and your best term, okay? The other thing I wanted to make sure that we are reminded of, and I'm sure some of us learned this the hard way this term, is you always want to make sure that you make that SNHU time. This is when you're going to be working on your SNHU assignments, maybe you're reading your required resources, working on your homework. You need to schedule that into your day, into your week in some way, shape, or form. And remember to do it in a way that works best for you. Get yourself organized, know what's on your plate, know what is on your to-do list from day to day, week to week. It just helps you feel more organized and it'll help you not to get overwhelmed. And I always like to tell students too, if you're able to work ahead a little earlier in the week, it gives you some flexibility in case your week falls apart and so you're not stressing and overwhelmed towards the end of the week, okay? This is another one of my favorite tips is to have that backup plan. I'm sure for many of you, things happened this term. Sometimes babies come early, babies come late. We might lose loved ones. We get sick. Somebody in our house was sick. I've had students and faculty that have, broken an arm, broken a finger, natural disasters happen, internet was knocked out, computers break, phones break, all kinds of things happen, right? So the biggest thing is to always have every term your instructor's phone number and their email address written down, and the same with your advisor. That way, in case you don't have Wi-Fi or access to a computer, you can still physically call them and be like, hey, this is going on in life right now, and they can work with you to have a plan for your success. Okay. Also, to those backup plans, if computers break or you don't have Wi-Fi, remember that those local libraries can be a completely hidden gem. They have computers, they have Wi-Fi, also restaurants, coffee shops. Like, don't let that stop you. Okay. Always have that backup plan. This goes a little bit with kind of that SNHU time, but it's really important to know who and what is a priority in your life as you work towards this goal of getting your degree. Make sure you have a to-do list, know when things are due for your assignments and your different courses. Make sure you plan for your success to get those things done, but also know what's on your to-do list inside and outside the classroom, okay? You've heard me say all term long too that communication is key. Y'all, I cannot emphasize this enough. If you are stuck, if you ever have questions, if you're not sure about something, if you're overwhelmed about something, or maybe you just want to like try something different and get involved with a club or an organization, whatever it might be, communication is key. And the cool thing about online classes is literally everything is a click away. Like, you can quickly send an email, you can quickly click on a department like career services link and like explore all the options they have. Like, you can attend like a 24/7 tutoring chat. You can sign up for like a different class or a webinar. Like, everything is a click away. If you have questions about your grade or you have questions about an assignment, your instructor is literally a click away, a quick email. Communication is key, and you have to understand that you have to advocate for yourself. Something comes up, you've fallen behind, get with your instructor, let them know. That way they can make a plan for your success. Okay, so don't forget, communication is key. Reach out. Know your success team is another one of my favorite tips that I like to leave students with, because it's so important to note and to consider who supports you genuinely. So I want you to think for a minute about this term. So, who this term supported you? Maybe they helped pick up some slack around the house or even at work because you had school stuff or like your schedule changed. Maybe they reviewed your writing or your discussion boards, or kind of, perked you up and kept you motivated and cheered you on those hard days and the good days. Who are those people in your life? Take a minute, tell them thank you. Give them a quick call, send them a quick text message, or even better yet, tell them in person, like, I so appreciate you and your support. Like, it just means a lot. Take note of who supports you genuinely. Keep them close to you because they'll help keep you on track all the way to the finish line. So know your success team and make sure you keep them around you. It's just better for you. Connect for your success. Again, this kind of goes along the lines of connecting and communicating for your success. But I hope if you have learned anything this term, besides that you're amazing and that you got this and that you're totally worth this journey, it is that you have so many resources literally at your fingertips, both inside and outside the classroom. So I know this list, you've seen it a lot throughout the term. It's not a comprehensive list, but you have tutoring options. You have written feedback services for your writing to help you with your writing that are underneath academic support. Plus, there's the academic coaches. And there's different webinars. You have the learning community webinars. You have SNHU career, academic advisors, the help desk if something is technical. You have the library, which is such a great wealth of information and knowledge, especially regarding like citations. Whether you're doing any kind of research projects, they're just wonderful to work with. You have SNHU Connect, where you can get to know other students and kind of connect yourself to SNHU, but also give yourself that sense of belonging. Join clubs, organizations, explore things, ask questions. Plus, you have SNHU Wellness. And then outside the classroom, we all have different people, things, organizations in our lives that support us. So remember that you are never alone. And I love this quote by Stephen Covey: I am not a product of my circumstances. I am a product of my decisions. So if you find yourself stuck, or you find yourself at a point where you're like, oh my gosh, remember you're not alone, and make a decision to connect for your success. One of the last things I want to leave you with is this. You have got to believe in yourself, and not every day is going to be easy. There's definitely some thunderstormy, cloudy days. They're not all sunshine and glitter. I can tell you that right now. If getting your degree was easy, everybody would do it. It takes hard work. It takes time. It takes sacrifice. It takes putting ourselves outside our comfort zone. There's a whole lot of things that go into it, right? But the biggest thing we want you to know here at SNHU is that you are 100% capable of earning this degree. You are worth this degree. And we want you to remember that we believe in you and you need to believe in yourself. And so remember when you get stuck, or if you just need a little bit of a pep talk, to be like, I got this. I got this. I can do this. Remember that, because it is so important for you to know that you completely got this. Y'all, that's it for week 8. You're going to round out the term and finish it strong by submitting that initial discussion post by Thursday and 2 classmate responses by Sunday. Remember, if you have not yet taken your end of term survey, you should have gotten an email. It's an anonymous survey. Fill it out. Give us the information. Let us know what you think of your classes. Let us know how the webinar supported your success, or if there's anything that we need to change. It's all anonymous, but it's really important for us to have that feedback. And just before I let you go, this last webinar, I just want to say thank you. Thank you if you watched one webinar, or you watched them all, or you came to them live, or you only saw them on demand. Thank you for investing in yourself. Know that we are so proud of you here at SNHU. So finish this term strong. Remember that we believe in you, so believe in yourself. Have an amazing week 8, y'all. Thank you for your attention, your time, and your dedication this term. And remember, you got this.